Hi guys! So today's video is a book review of the project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I was a little reluctant to do this book review because I haven't read any fiction for a while, but I always try to keep my options open, always looking for something different to read, and I saw that Project Hail Mary had a lot of good reviews on the internet, so I decided to give it a go. When I first started reading this book, I thought, okay, this is just another story of a guy in space trying to save humanity, and same old. But I think what makes Project Hail Mary so special, so unique, is how well the plot was explained. So the main issue of the book is that the sun is kind of like slowly dimming, and there's some kind of apocalypse coming. And I think all the details and the language used in the book was so well used that it was easy to understand the problem. Right? Well, Mila, what are you doing? Yeah, so because of that, I didn't feel bored at all. The whole book, I was like really connected. The thing about this whole thing of a guy in space trying to save the Earth is that usually they want to do that, right? They're willing to go on this like impossible mission and save the mankind. But in this story, Grace, right? Grace is the name of the main character. He didn't want to do that. He was just one of the scientists that happened to have this kind of like a DNA common resistant, right? So because there were like 3 astronauts selected to be on this mission, and the scientists decided that they should be on a common because it's such a long journey and they could have some kind of like psychological issues. And Grace, he was not even the first choice. The 3 astronauts they were already selected, but it happened that one of them was in a kind of like a big accident in one of the labs. So the second option would be Grace, but he was asked if he wanted to go. What was his decision if he wanted to go on this mission, and he said, no, I believe I have much more to contribute here on Earth instead of just being there in space. I don't think I'm suitable for that. Anyway, the whole thing, he was just forced into this mission. So he just woke up in the middle of space. It was not his option. It was not insane, and it was just a one-way trip. He didn't have enough gas to come back to Earth, so it was like a kind of like a suicide mission. So another thing that I really loved about this book is the relationship between Grace and Rocky. So Rocky is this creature from space with like a spider-looking kind of thing. And Grace and Rocky, they were in space for the same purpose, right? They were trying to solve this problem of the sun, and both of them, they lost their crew members, so they kind of bonded very well. But this process of them building up their relationship is just not only touching, but is also so hilarious because they come from different planets, and they have this like language and cultural conflicts, but they deal with it in a very funny and optimistic way. It's awesome. And the whole book, the story happens between Grace is like having flashbacks from the past between getting to the ship and his interaction with Rocky in space. So every time he had those flashbacks, I wanted to read them very fast because I just wanted to go back to Rocky and Grace. It was just so interesting. Okay, so the overall feeling I have towards the book Project Hail Mary is just like, it's just so complete, you know, because every single thing in the book is just so well explained. You know, I've been reading a lot of books recently, but most of the books I read, I get the feeling that there's some pages missing, you know. I don't feel totally connected with the characters if the book is trying to go too fast. Now, I recently posted a book review of the book called Village by the Sea. It's a very cute reading, but it was kind of like too fast, and I was not feeling it. And Project Hail Mary was just like complete from beginning to the end, and I think I don't want to spoil, you know, I don't want to give it a lot of details because it's a very exciting story, but I think the ending was the most special. It finished perfectly. It was not exactly how I was imagining, you know, exactly how I wanted it to be, but I think it really suits the character of the story. Yeah. I think that's it, guys. I think if you guys looking for something fun and different to read, you know, this the Project Hail Mary could be a good one. Okay. Alright, so I hope to see you guys in the next video. Mila, you wanna say bye-bye? You wanna say bye-bye? Bye-bye. She's sleeping. Say bye-bye, Mila. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.